Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hi, guys. Hey, harlot people. Maybe we have Ro, Nana Banana, Bushy, Hippie Chick, Paula, Michelle, Hazel Eyes. I've missed you guys. It's been too long. Hi, Skylab, Kathy R, Jean Salzman, Jennifer Heineho. That's a good movie. Enjoy it. Hi, Rope Scout, Fragile Like a Bomb, Danny, Crime Crochet Cafe. Is it in my emails? I have to check my emails. Hi, Samantha Lewis, Mima, Grandma Cece, Tony, Kim, Margie, Becky, Jen, Alicia, Victoria, Pointer Lover gives a blanket hello. Hey, Cerebellum, Lisa. Hi, guys. Happy Members Only Monday. I had a good weekend. We went to Splish Splash impulsively yesterday. I don't know if you guys know what Splish Splash is, but I'm very sore. My legs are very, very sore to say the least. It jumps so fast. Hold on. Well, I don't know where that comment went, but I'm sorry, Margie. Hey, Sarah Adams. Julie, thank you for becoming a member. We're happy to have you here with us. Hey, Little Red. My people. I miss my people. Hi, Nana Banana, Jennifer M. How is everybody? Shit went crazy when I was gone. Hi, Chicken Shite. Thanks, Elvin Summer Moon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for everyone becoming a member. Welcome. We're happy to have you here for the Members Only Monday. No, I didn't have an opportunity to. And I forgot. I'm not going to lie. I forgot. I'm going to see if my mom can make it because my mom, I think she's familiar with it. I don't know. Um, yeah, it's a water park. Yes, so it's Splish Splash. It's the biggest water park in New York. Not that doesn't say much because I don't think there's many. Hi, Curious Christine. Um, and we went impulsively yesterday, and it was expensive, but it was good. We had a great time. I haven't gone to a water park in a long time. Um, Hi, Kimberly. So, Nana Banana, it was the walking that makes you sore. It's a lot of walking and a lot of uphill, downhill, then the stairs. But that's one thing that they really don't prepare you for as being a parent, is things that you used to enjoy, you really will not enjoy anymore because of anxiety. I don't know if anybody else suffers with that, and that is what one of the reasons I'll never have another child, is because the anxiety you have with fear. Like, I would be standing at the top of, because like they make you walk up the stairs, and it's, there's not much stability on those stairs. And so I'm shaking, not for myself, not because I'm scared. I'm scared because I imagine the most horrible things in my head with my child, to the point where like I'm lightheaded, and it's something they really don't prepare you for. Well, at least I don't remember anybody preparing me for that. Right, Trish? It's it's overwhelming. I can't explain how overwhelming that anxiety is. Like, to the point where like I will not don't even look over that staircase while we're waiting online for an hour, because your center of gravity, you're getting tall now. Like, I'm just freaking out in my head, and I can't handle it. I can't. It's too bad. It's too much. It's too much. Hi, Tara. I get it. I realize my age after taking my 8-year-old with my husband to Six Flags and I have to walk all the way up yep. But you're perfectly on time, Bigfoot Israel. I've missed you all, though. Trish, it is, I don't know why, and my mom went with us, and my mom's like, just don't think about it. And I'm like, like, it's bad. It's bad. And that's never going to go away. I've had to accept that, but it's bad. Yeah, Lisa, I hate it. I hate it. So I can't really enjoy the little things anymore because I'm ridden with anxiety. Hi, Pinche. Yes, Leanne, that's what I struggle with, and it's not for. I don't know if any other parent out there, because my brain goes to the worst case scenario. I pray it happen. Like, if something's gonna happen, let it happen to me. Let it happen to me. Not that I could like wield, how things are gonna play out, but catastrophize it. Yes. Well, that is what was happening to me all day yesterday. Thinking it like, but to the point where it's debilitating. Like, my legs are shaking on this staircase. Not for myself. I'm not scared. I love this stuff, but for my child, and I can't handle it. This is why I will not have another child, because I cannot handle the love, if that makes sense. It's too debilitating. Hi, Jonesin. Yeah, well, and that's a problem too. My spawn is fearless, so she will do something stupid. Like, she's the one that hangs over the side and stands up on a ride, and it's like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. But I've missed you guys, to say the least. I have not seen you guys since Thursday. It's been a hot minute. I'm happy to be doing members only Monday. Today we are going to be going over Harley's interview, the day that Letecia was arrested. We're going to hear from her ex, Ken, from 2010. But before we do any of that, we are going to start off with our missing child for tonight's live. Hi, con artist. So our missing child for tonight's live is Zaraz V. Walker. She has been missing since February 7th, 2022 from Bloomington, Illinois. She will be 2 years old now. It says Zaraz was last seen with her mother, Kimberly Burton, on or about February 7th, 2022. The mother's whereabouts are currently known, but Zaraz remains missing. And here is her mom, Kimberly. She's 31 years old. So if you or anyone you know has information on their whereabouts, please contact the Bloomington Police Department at the number located in blue. Okay, so so if you guys remember, the ex that this phone call is with is the ex from the case files. that explained how he got arrested a year after his last contact with Letecia because she claimed he assaulted her, remember? And he's like, I have not seen her in like a year. It was for Gits and Shiggles. Hi, Yankee Kyle. Grounded exercises. It's life altering. My son's line of work makes me anxious. He's over 30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because it's and it's a hard thing, Pinjay, because I'm trying to be cautious not to put my anxiety onto my child because that's unfair. You know, I want her to be able to enjoy the day, enjoy these rides, but at the same time, she's at that age where she needs to, like, she can understand and she needs to know the significance of danger. Yet I'm trying to figure out where that appropriate line is with not pushing your own anxiety on, but at the same time having them understand the severity of a situation. No, you're perfect timing, Laria. I was just venting about my anxiety. So let me pull up. We're going to start with Harley's. Hey, Wolfie. We're going to start with Harley's interview. And I'm excited for this. Hi, Magsy. I don't watch her, Roro, but that doesn't surprise me. Drawing parallels for child killers and trying to pull out similarities with the Proudfoots, I think is gross. But that's just my opinion. Thanks. Oh shit, it's Sherry. Hey Nino, I've been in the bushes. Hello, Jade chat. Hello. Oh shit, it's Sherry. Hi, Pumpkin Sparkles baby. He just looked at me and goes, Mom, you just need to believe in me. That'll be okay. Easier said than done. Yeah, well, I don't believe in my spawn. My spawn does the stupid shit, like I said. Like, things like, you know, like, what are, like, come on. So she doesn't give me peace. Thank you, Christine, for the super sticker. Hi, Dawn Bodine. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I've missed you guys. I really have. So, we're starting with this. It was yesterday, Jen Gilcher. It was like 90 degrees. And don't laugh at me if you're from somewhere that's like 118. That was hot for me, okay? It was hot. But luckily, there was a lot of shade. Hi, Chia Girl Mom. Thanks, oh shit, it's Sherry. Definitely. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, Laria, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to grab the timestamp. So it's going to start at 36 minutes. Okay.
Context of this.
All right. So again, I am playing this from the docket. Link is in the description, and I will jump the description. I'll drop the link without in the chat. Yeah, it's the humidity that kills you. It is, right, Lisa? Hi, Toby's mom. I hope you don't either, Chris. All right, so this is going to be from the day Letecia was arrested. Now, you have to remember, hi, Carol, Harley still believes at this point her mom is innocent. So account for her answers, okay? Oh, fuck that, Debbie Toodles. No. Con artist. All right, so here we go. Hi, Scara. Yay, we missed you. I hope vacation was amazing.
This.
All right. I hope he lowers that.
Here we go.
It's very loud.
Hey, Harley, we need to talk to you for a second. Why don't you come sit over here, okay? Shoot. Just have a seat in any of these two chairs right there, okay?
You can shut that door down.
No, let's leave that open, okay? My name's Special Agent Cohen. I'm with the FBI.
Okay.
Okay. You're not in any trouble right now. You're not under arrest. That door's open. As you can see behind you, you're free to leave at any point in time. I just want to ask you a couple questions, if that's all right. Okay. So let's just start with kind of the beginning of it. Your mom's just been arrested outside in the parking lot. Okay. So we got.
Now remember, Harley was there when her mom was arrested. Letecia was in the parking lot of dropping. Harley was at some military. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she had brought Harley there. Then she was in the parking lot and got arrested. Hi, Amanda and Shenny Popstar. Oh, no. Way too hot. Same for JD Wells. Cools off to 90. Yeah, no. Can't do that. Can't do that.
I kind of figure out where you're going to go from here and who's going to take you and where you're going to stay.
Thank you, the recruiting office.
Okay. Let's get to it, yeah.
Thank you, Becky.
Okay. All right. Are you surprised that your mom's been arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So are you surprised that your mom's been arrested? Yeah. Do I believe Harley is surprised? Yes and no. Yes and no. Hi, KJ. Hey, Freaker and Anxiety. And hello for anybody who's watching behind the paywall. Hello to everybody. Oh, you guys never heard this? Okay. So, well, KPM, I think this is when Harley's personality comes into play. I do not think she ever took the lead and would ask questions. She seems very submissive, and then we naturally already submissive, but then we account for her being raised by a narcissist. So extra submissive. She is surprised. She's saying she is surprised.
Do you have an idea what that might be for? No, not at all. Nothing. Okay. That's fine.
And apologies. I meant to tell you this. This is footage from, it's called the Ulta Makeup Shop.
It's funny listening to it, man. It's called the Ulta Makeup Shop. It's Ulta. It's footage. It's footage of Harley shopping at Ulta to watch while he's playing the interview.
We just
On
call it Ulta.
Ulta. Okay.
If women just call it Ulta.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's her walking in the door right there.
And this has nothing to do with
No. This was just something new so everybody can look at something different.
Well, I appreciate that because I'm a visual person, so it definitely helps being able to just look at something while listening. So this is just footage of Harley at the Ulta makeup store.
With these clips, I mean, they're really long, and I cut them down, but they're it's
Remember, kind of back to the
buying makeup.
just real quick, do you remember kind of back to the days where Gannon went missing? Do you have a pretty clear recollection of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think last time he was seen was on a Monday. I think that was the 27th.
Yes,
And I think, were you at work that day?
I was.
Okay. All right. So do you remember when you came home from work? Can you kind of tell me what happened that afternoon?
I just came home and my little sister was there already, and then we had went to the store.
Okay. Why did you go to the store?
I just needed to pick up some things. I don't remember what I got.
Okay.
So already, and I'm not going to nitpick too much. Hi, T. Adams. I'm not going to nitpick too much, okay? I want to keep things respectful and give Harley the benefit of the doubt. Nobody has to agree, okay? But I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Letecia sent Harley to take Lena to the store to buy cleaning supplies. Now, whether or not Harley knew, even now in hindsight, that it was cleaning supplies. For what purpose? I don't know. I don't think so. But it was not, as far as we know, Harley just decided, hey, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to pick up some stuff. She was asked.
So you went to the store with your little sister?
Yes.
That's Lena, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Were you going for stuff for yourself or?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, just for you.
For
You don't remember what you bought though?
No.
No.
So she was not going to buy stuff for herself. That doesn't mean that she didn't pick up something for herself while she was there, but she was asked. Now, did Letecia tell Harley to say X, Y, and Z? I don't know.
You're not in any trouble at all, right? You're not under arrest, nothing like that. The only way you could get in trouble is by, if you lie to me, that can get you in trouble. All right,
Debbie.
So if I ask you questions, you provide me information that's false, and I rely on it for our investigation, that's a federal offense and it's a felony. You could go to jail for that. Okay. So I have to tell you that. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's not a threat or anything. I have to tell everybody that because sometimes people don't know, and I wouldn't want you to inadvertently, get in trouble. All right. So just whatever you do today, if there's something you don't want to tell me, just say, hey, I don't want to tell you. But
Okay.
whatever you do, just please don't lie to me because it could get you in trouble. Okay.
Okay.
Is that fair? All right. Hey, when are you supposed to go to basic training, by the way?
March 17th.
It's coming right up. You excited for that?
Yes.
This was March 2nd. She was arrested. Okay. So she's supposed to go to basic March 17th.
This
And what are you going to be doing for the Air Force?
March 17th would be the same day Gannon's body was found. A little bit eerie, huh?
A diet therapy.
That's cool. It's like medical pollution. All right. Good for you. You're excited about it. You're smiling.
Kind of. Because when they took my car, it has like my birth certificate and my social.
When Harley returned from the store boo sheet, that is when Letecia then was getting in touch with Al, and Gannon never returned home. He had left. Now, keep in mind, when Lena first arrived home, even though she wasn't allowed in the house, Letecia said that Gannon was still sleeping. Lena wanted to check on Bubba. He's still sleeping downstairs, but in the matter of time, when they got back from the store, Gannon left to go see a friend, and he did not return. Hi, Jordan.
Because when they took my car, it has like my birth certificate and my social. And the guy said he's not going to give it back to me. So.
And you need that stuff, right? So you need your birth certificate and your social security card? Okay. Well, I wonder if that's not something we could maybe help you with. We'll have to make a phone call on that, all right? We don't want you to be delayed in anything you're going to do. All right, so you picked up Lena, and then you went, do you remember what store you went to?
The dollar store.
Dollar store? All right. And then tell me about what happened then, after that.
can I just say breaking stride
last night.
Yeah.
Fell on. She's a very. I just.
Okay, here we go.
Then
Hey,
we just
Bella.
came home.
Okay.
And then we were just waiting for Gannon to get home.
Just waiting for Gannon? All right.
Yeah, my mom said he was supposed to be there like 6.
Okay.
And then we were going to go eat dinner.
So when's the last time you actually saw Gannon?
Hi, driving Al.
I saw him Monday morning.
Monday morning? Okay.
That was a lie. That was a lie. Harley admitted to lying about that on the stand during trial. Harley did not see Gannon Monday morning. The last time she saw Gannon was Sunday evening after she had gotten home. Letecia and Lena told Harley about the candle incident. And then Letecia made Harley go downstairs, stand in the doorway of Gannon's room, and say good night to Gannon. That was the last time she ever saw him. All right, we've listened to how much of Letecia, right? We've listened to those pretext calls. We've gone through a lot to know what Letecia would say. Think about what Letecia would have been telling Harley up until this point. I know that Harley is lying about certain things, but is it because she's intentionally trying to deceive versus her mom has told her at this point that there are very bad people out to get them and they are in critical danger. So this is what you need to say. You trust your mom. It's your mom. The one person who's always supposed to look out for your best interest. Did she trust her?
What time did you leave for work? Do you remember?
So I had to be there at 8:30, so probably around 8 o'clock.
Okay. What was he doing at 8 o'clock?
Well, he always like wakes up and helps me
Welcome,
take the
Homer.
dogs out if I'm like asleep or something. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. When you came home from the store, kind of what was happening in the house? Like what was going on?
Nothing like out of the ordinary, you know. It was just like a normal day.
Okay. What was your mom doing when you got home?
Well, the house still smelled like fire from when the candle had knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
So she just was trying to get like the smell out of the house. So we just had like the doors open, and she was just.
Okay.
I don't know.
Was she cleaning? Was she trying to clean anything? Was she cleaning up? Was she?
It was just like normal cleaning, like the dishes and.
Okay. All right. Was she cleaning any carpets or anything like that? Did she have?
I don't know.
Okay.
So what was she cleaning? Harley says dishes. Now, I will give the benefit of the doubt here. There were things used to clean the murder found in the dishwasher. Maybe she was focused on that at that point when Harley came in. I don't know. Hi, Kathy. Thanks, Craig's wifey, for being a member for 2 months. Thank you so much.
Well, I can help you with what you bought from the dollar store. You bought baking soda and you bought vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
What was that stuff for?
I don't know. She just asked me to get it.
Because your mom asked you to get that
Yeah,
stuff.
but then I also got like, I believe.
And Silver Turtle, well, ladies go. For those that are you maybe upset, because there's
Some gum,
nothing for Gannon, nothing for her mom.
and then I also got space pads.
Yeah. And some trash bags.
I don't remember getting trash bags.
No, you did.
So he's confronting her because they have the receipt. They have the receipt to know exactly what she bought.
When you got home, what did you do with that stuff? Like, where did it go?
I gave it to my mom, but it was just like in a bag. I don't think we ever got to use it though, because it's still sitting on the steps when we left.
Okay. All right. Hey, man, sorry, would you might give us a couple minutes? Thank you.
She said, but I also got to account for the things she bought for herself, because that was the narrative that she had gone there to buy items for herself.
All right, so when you got back, you brought these things in, you gave them to your mom, or she put them on the steps or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
they-
she
you wanna
wasn't.
take a break?
Let me be clear. I know that Harley was not oblivious. I know that. But she was raised by a narcissist. So, hi, Double M. So, I think her normal responses aren't going to be how we would handle a situation, not being raised by that environment, not with extreme manipulation, and go to is to lie. So I'm accounting for her. A child is going to become the product of who raised it, you know? I judged her hard at first too, Jordan. And I understand it's in these moments where it's like, come on, in your mind, you should be putting together what this stuff was used for. Absolutely. Absolutely. But did she learn to silence that voice in her head enough from all of those years of being raised by Letecia to not ask, to not think for yourself, to just listen? I don't like it either, but I understand. That doesn't mean I'm okay with it. I have to like it versus I'm taking all of these factors in.
Break or anything, or you want some water? Just let us know, okay?
Okay.
We can take a pause at any point in time. But I want to reiterate to you again that we're going to make sure that you get, like, you're going to be taken care of today, and we're going to make sure that you have someplace safe to go, and that people are take care of you, okay? I know there's going to be there's a lot of stuff happening today, all right? And you're a you're a strong girl, and I just want to make sure that you know that, okay? Like, we're going to make sure that you're all taken care of, but
Sounds like Harley is crying at this point, which it's sad. A lot of times we see Harley detached, not really seeming to grasp the circumstances that she's in. But I think that this shows that she is feeling these emotions and she's breaking down in this moment.
we're trying to sort out a couple things about Gannon, all right? Have you been following kind of the news of what's happening with that?
No, because everyone gives me death threats, so I try to stay from social media.
How did you get it? When was the last time you got a death threat?
Like a few days ago.
Really? Those come on what? On Facebook or something?
So she's getting death threats. I believe that. Like, put aside what Letecia would be telling her, which is not true. People on social media, absolutely. That's why I always say it, even with the Sebastian case right now and stuff. Yo, don't incite people, okay? When you're a creator, you do have a responsibility. And I'm not saying you can't speculate within reason and put your theories out there versus straight up pushing that a parent or someone is guilty when you really do not know, because people then go and reach out to them, reach out to their real lives, do this type of stuff. And I believe people were absolutely messaging Harley on social media because they were outraged. They were outraged, and Letecia was posting under Harley's account.
I'm sorry.
Gannon
of those have you
wasn't
got?
found yet, Lisa Lamont.
So many. I have screenshots of every single one.
Would you mind showing those to me later? So I want to make sure maybe there's something we can do to help you with that too, okay? So maybe you can show those to me if you don't mind.
But I got a phone call saying
I'm sorry that's happened to you. That's not fair.
Mike, I want to know who it is. I'm not going to be mad.
And he's right. The situation that Harley was put in is not fair. That's just the truth of it. Whether you agree with how she handled things or not, the situation she was put in is not fair. No, this isn't the same day they found Gannon. This is March 2nd, the day Letecia was arrested. Gannon's body would be found 15 days after this. Yes, you can, Caleb.
And that's the up to.
Let me know what else. Am I going to tell you them?
You okay? You want some cleaner?
I'm okay.
Find you some.
I was up in the office when you you're saying.
So what was your mom up to? She said just normal cleaning. Like what type of stuff is that? What does that look like?
You've had.
I don't know. She's always cleaning the house, like just making sure it looks nice.
Okay. Were you allowed to be downstairs?
Mhm.
So when you got home, did you go downstairs?
I never leave.
I assume so because my room's downstairs.
Yeah.
Now that's a big issue. It's a big issue. When you got back home, did you go downstairs? I assume so. My room is downstairs. Okay, it's not so much after she got back from the store versus before she left for the store. Did she go downstairs? Because that is what she was questioned on the stand. Because when she goes into the house, first getting home from work, 10 minutes later walking out of the house with Lena, she's wearing a different sweatshirt. She walks in wearing her work uniform and she walks out wearing a sweatshirt, yet she claimed never to have gone downstairs.
Did you go into Gannon's room at all?
No.
No. Okay.
Don't say nothing, it's just speculation. But, by the way,
So then
That's okay, Teresa.
so nothing out of the ordinary happens really between when you get home and. So do you remember when the police came? You were there when the police came, right?
you just said
Okay. Anything unusual happening then? Anything?
No.
No.
They were just waiting for forever for them to get there. So it was like
But you haven't been here that long, but it was, I mean.
like we were all just freaking out because it was taking so long.
Yeah, and you went out and looked for him a little bit too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, couldn't find him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm angry about. I make things all the time. I wouldn't see it.
All right. So then the police came. What happened after the police came?
Oh God, I don't even remember. Let me think.
Because you were still, I think you were still home for.
Yeah.
You didn't go anywhere that night, right?
No. I think we were just at home and then like some people came, they brought us food.
Okay. Maybe from Al's
Hey,
unit or
Bendy.
something. That,
No, that was the day after. It was just like people in the neighborhood.
yeah. I know this is hard to rethink and like rethink all this stuff. So I appreciate you hanging in there. Okay. All right. So the next morning, do you remember what time you got up on Tuesday?
No.
No.
I know it was before 10:30 because me and Lena went and got Chick-fil-A and we got breakfast.
Okay. And your mom. So your mom left the house early Tuesday morning. Like.
I don't know. I know she picked up Albert, but I don't know what time it
Yeah.
was.
She sure did. And this is what Harley was questioned a lot about on the stand because she did sleep in her room Monday night into Tuesday morning. Her room is also in the basement along with Gannon's. And Tisha went down there in the early morning hours of Tuesday. And she recovered his body and went back up and put it in the back of the Tiguan. Oh, we know Bushi. Gannon was under the overpass at this point. He would be found 15 days after this interview.
Okay, so you don't remember her leaving before going to pick up Al, right?
I don't know about that.
I believe I was up before she had left to pick him up, but I really don't remember.
All right. Yeah, she was gone. She left about 6:20 or so. She was gone for a little bit, but you weren't there then, huh? Or you were still asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you remember Tuesday night?
Yes.
Tuesday night, kind of tell me about what happens.
So Tuesday night it was weird because it was just
Context. Tuesday night is right after the interviews we watched with Al and Landon, remember? And Al was concerned about going back to the house with his mom was coming in from the flight. Landon was there. Her brother was there. Her aunt was there. And Letecia at that point knew that there was a shift. And so this is when she's texting Bethel, what more do you want from me? Oh, T. Adams. Hey, me, Sisty Mom. And so Tuesday night, remember Landon said Letecia and Harley didn't come back till 1, 2 a.m. That's Tuesday night.
Me and Lane at home.
Right.
And I didn't know where Albert was or my mom. They were supposed to be out together searching.
Is that what your mom told you she was doing?
That's what they both said. Because that's why they got like the rental car. Because they were going to go searching. And then someone called and asked for like a hairbrush and a toothbrush. And then once that happened, it just went, I don't know what happened. It just went like downhill.
Yeah, some just weird stuff that just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right. Did they come get the toothbrush that night? Or was it?
No, Albert brought it into them.
Okay, got it. All right. So that was kind of later in the evening, I think, right? That was like.
Yeah, it was later in the day.
Okay. And your mom, she doesn't come back to the house that whole afternoon, right? Like you don't see her. When's the next time you see your mom on Tuesday? She said she was going out with Albert. When's the next time you see her?
I saw her that night.
Okay. Where'd you see her?
I had left because the detectives were in there.
Now, remember, context. They sent the detectives to go and get Lena. Remember, Albert was sitting in the interview. Landon got there. They went to go get Lena. Also, they went to execute the search warrant that Albert signed off on. That's when Letecia freaked out. There are grown men in the house with my minor child. Harley would then leave, and this is when they met up at the hotel parking lot.
And they were like taking pictures, and I just didn't feel comfortable being there because they kept asking me all these questions. I'm just like, I don't know. I was at work.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So.
Okay. So you left the house because there was people there. Where'd you go?
Well, we were going to stay at the hotel, but because like my mom and Albert, they were fussing, and then like everyone that was in the house was like fussing. So we were going to stay there, but we just ended up coming back and we stayed.
So Harley was told to go to that hotel by Massage Envy where she worked. She waited there for almost an hour. And then her mom arrives with the Tiguan. Parks it there. Or wait, does she arrive with the rental? I don't remember, but Letecia arrives there. No, it was the I'm not sure if it was the rental or Tiguan yet. But then when Letecia gets there, she keeps the car parked there and then says, we can't stay here because they saw, I think, police in the area. And so then they go back to the house and they arrive home 1 to 2 a.m.
Night there Tuesday.
Okay. So where did you meet your mom?
It was at the First and Main complex.
So First and Main, that's pretty far away.
Great question, rock painting lady. Didn't Harley already know what's up with her mom since they already took their phones and IDs and computers and
From your house. Got it.
Yeah, because like that's the closest where I knew where like the IHG was that we were gonna stay.
Okay. When you picked her up, when you went to meet her, did you pick her up? Did you take 2 cars, 1 car?
No, she met me there. In her
She
car.
met you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What car was she in?
She was in her car,
And what car is that?
the black Volkswagen.
The Tiguan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's our answer. Okay. I thought it was, but then I had a second guess myself. So it was the Tiguan. And that would be after she went to Palmer Lake the first time.
Yeah. But I thought she had a rental car.
She did. She had dropped it off that day, I guess.
Okay. But I thought she was using that to drive around to look.
Yeah, they were supposed to, but
Okay.
I don't think they ever got to that point.
Okay. And did she leave her car at First and Main and rode with you? Is that what happened?
I think so, because we only took one car back.
Okay. Why was that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. She didn't give you any reason. She just said, "Come pick me up," or "Come meet me here."
Mm-mm.
All right. So you go back to the house. Do you remember what she was wearing that night? No.
No, I know she was wearing Wednesday, but not Tuesday.
Okay. All right. So you go back to the house on Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning, I guess, probably at that point.
Yeah.
What time do you think you got back to the house?
Roseanne,
To prepare for trial. Because truth, she doesn't want accepting the story there.
once she won, of in my opinion, one thing I do want to, hand it. Here's the thing in the back. I think she bring up him after. In my opinion, nice and it's common. Just only one.
Hey, truth matters.
I have no clue. I just know it was late that night.
Okay.
Like 12:01.
Okay. All right. Has your mom told you what to say to the police if they came to talk to you again, or gave you any instructions on what to say, what not to say?
No, I mean, I just told her, I was like, I wasn't there, so I truly don't know anything.
Right.
I was at work Sunday night.
Okay, that interests me. Hi, Fancy. Were you told what to say if you were questioned? No, but I just told her that I truly don't know anything. I wasn't there. You just let it be known that there was a conversation of some sort, right? You told your mom, I'll just say the truth. It doesn't matter. I really don't know anything. So there was a conversation of what to say if asked questions. Grandma did, Bushi, yes. Yeah, or how about the prior incident when they were recovering Harley's car and Letecia booked it, abandoned Harley, and said, don't tell him anything. Yeah, Megzy. So it only tells me that there was a conversation. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying Harley had any knowing involvement, intentional involvement, versus there was a conversation.
Just told her, I was like, I wasn't there, so I truly don't know anything.
Right.
I was at work Sunday night, and then I was at work Monday morning. So
Was she mad about the whole candle thing? Was your mom upset about that?
no, she was more so like freaked out, like worried.
Okay.
She wanted to like make sure that like he wasn't like hurt, or because he was so worried. He was like, I'm gonna lose my Nintendo forever.
Yeah.
And she was just like, it's fine.
He really liked that Nintendo, huh?
Yeah.
And do you know what happened to that Nintendo? Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
No?
We just know it wasn't there.
It just wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you look for it too?
I didn't look for it. I just know they looked for it in his room.
Or your mom did or somebody?
Mm-hmm. My mom and help.
Well, the good news is that the Nintendo's been found.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good news.
Where? I don't.
So when you left Colorado, Nintendo's been found.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good news.
Hey, Queen Bella.
So when you left Colorado, kind of tell me what you did and where you went.
So we had like a van with all of our stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we just, my mom actually didn't know where we were going to go. So we just like drove down. We went from New Mexico, Texas, down to Florida.
Yeah.
We stayed in Florida for a couple days, and then we went here.
Okay. And where's all your stuff right now?
It's at my clothes, but it's at a friend's house.
Okay. And where is that? Is that the street, the address you gave me? And
No,
no,
I don't know the address of it.
do you know whose house it is?
Yes,
Whose house is it?
it's Laura's.
Laura Abernathy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's where all your clothes are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where are all your mom's things?
Hers are there too.
Okay. Do you have anything at this house on Campania?
No, we were just staying there for a few days because it's my friend's mom and they're like close
Dee Dee?
friends. Yeah.
It's interesting. Oh, thank you, Megsy. Megsy gifted 5 memberships. Please make sure to thank Megsy if you just received one. Thank you so much. It's interesting because the way she says it, and I know that this is what frustrates at least, some people and myself, is that like the way she does talk, it's like, hello, like, is it not registering? Have you not been able to see how bad this all looks? Yay, Kate for Big Little Voices. Welcome. I know. Hi, Chris. I know that it's like, come on, 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. Like, here we go. But it's very, with Harley, it's almost as if she refused to question it. And that's the part that I give a little grace on, because I don't know the dynamics while being raised by a narcissist and being abused, emotional manipulation. I can't understand that, so I can't compare it to, I would be like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, tell me what's going on right now. I know that that's what I would do. I know that that's what a lot would do. But can you say that someone being raised in that type of environment their entire life, would they do that? But it seems the way she talks is like she genuinely is not grasping. It's all being laid out in front of her. Even when she answers it out loud, is her brain registering how bad this really is?
Okay. And does Dee Dee have a daughter or somebody that you're friends with? Or?
She does.
She does. What's her name?
Courtney.
Courtney. So your friends out here?
Yes.
All right.
We lived here for most of my life. So.
Okay. Good. All right. Has your mom said anything at all about Cannon's being missing? Is that talked about between you two?
Kinda. It's mostly like how people are making all these accusations, and she's.
Yeah, just give us just a minute.
No problem.
How she's making, like, how people online are making all these accusations, and she's just like, I didn't do anything. I don't know where he's at, and she's just like worried.
Yeah. Have you listened? Has she told you any of the stories about what's happened? Have you heard anything that she said about?
No, just because like the police haven't really told us anything. It's been so like Albert would say something and then tell her, and then he would change the story and say something else, and then or like they haven't really been in contact with us. And I like call multiple people because they said they want to talk to me.
Yeah.
And then.
So that's interesting, the way that she describes Al changing his story left and right. Now, is that from what she experienced, or is that from what her mom is telling her, right? But I will say, I can believe from her perspective, it seems like Al's changing his story a little bit, because Al was first calling her out, but then to get the pretext calls, he had to treat her a certain way, right? So from Harley's point of view, it really may have seemed like 1 minute Al was hot, the next minute Al was cold. We know why, though, right? Hi, Starlight Angel. We know why. But God only knows what Letecia was telling her.
Okay, now I got to stop it right there on this.
Play it back.
Listen to what he asked and listen to her answer.
Just because like the police haven't really told us anything. It's been so
What's happened? Have you heard anything?
She's just like worried.
Yeah. Have you listened? Has she told you any of the stories about what's happened? Have you heard anything that she said about?
No, just because like the police haven't really told us anything. It's been so like Albert would say something and then tell her, and then he would change the story and say something else, and then or like.
Okay, so she puts it off on Al.
People because they said they want to talk to me.
Yeah.
I want to know who the multiple people is that she called because they wanted to talk to her.
Stuff happening.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's got to be really tough.
Well, and then they didn't answer their phone.
For you. That's got to be really tough to take all that in at one time, especially when you're getting ready to go to the Air Force and have other things going on in your life. And you probably miss your brother.
Yeah.
Do you think of anything else we need to talk about? Do you remember this man? Yeah. Okay.
I'm Detective Riley with El Paso County.
Okay.
I actually met you before when I came out to the house.
Okay. There are so many people. I know.
I'm sure. That's why I asked if you remembered him. Is there anything else you think we need to?
Has your mom asked you or told you what she believes happened to Gin?
No, she's been like. I've like read the articles when she's like talked with the interviewers, but
I don't know if this is true or not. She doesn't even answer the man's question.
Yes. There doesn't seem to be a very straight answer coming. But is that, and I'm just throwing it out there, is that because Harley's intent is to deceive, or because her entire upbringing when asking her mom a question is she doesn't answer the question? Is she displaying the behavior of what she has learned? I don't know. But with everything I've seen with Letecia, yes, do I think that there should have been a voice in Harley's head that should have been like, hello? Yes, but that's really the most. That's the most that I will hold Harley accountable for, because she was not raised in normal circumstances. She was raised with Letecia, only Letecia. Even when she was with Al, it was Letecia raising her. They had very separated parenting styles. She wasn't, I don't think she was a critical thinker. I don't think she actually stopped and asked her. I think she accepted what Letecia told her. And I also think it was a self-defense mechanism, because the truth is very harsh. So she pushed it out of her brain. She wasn't going to think like that. She wasn't going to ask it herself. Thank you, Jack. Jack just gifted 5 memberships. Please make sure to thank Jack if you were lucky enough to receive a membership. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Right. I think she just accepted it, accepted the answers her mom gave her. But again, what was the opposition? What was the alternative? She was stuck with Letecia, right? She was stuck with her. She couldn't just hang back and side with her, Al, right? She went with her where her mom went. She went for the ride, literally and metaphorically. And I don't think she bothered to stop and ask herself, does this make sense? Hi, Crime Watch lover. Oh, congrats on the new house.
He asked her what her mom said. Read what?
Articles when she's like talked with the interviewers, but
Okay. When you brought home the baking, I think your mom asked you to get a carpet cleaner too. That night she asked for some carpet powder. I don't think you actually got any, but she asked for carpet powder.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So when you brought home the baking soda and the vinegar, you said she didn't do anything with it. Like it wasn't used.
It could have been, not that I remember.
Okay.
I was just, I don't even know what I did after I got home.
Yeah, no, I know there's a lot going on. Okay. All right. Think of anything else at all we need to
Yes,
chat?
they
I
are.
appreciate you being.
And I can't disagree with that, Mandy. Mandy makes the point of, but all of that aside, why wouldn't you sound concerned about Gannon not taking L's side or T's side, her actual emotions for Gannon? And I think you're struggling with the lack of emotions, right? I can't answer that, right? None of us can answer it. But what I have learned in my 33 years, everybody handles things differently. There isn't necessarily a right way or a wrong way versus we all handle things differently. Is this so much lack of emotion, not caring? Yeah, that's what I struggled with Harley, is not seeing any type of emotion, right? Just show some type of emotion. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Versus, I don't know if she has a wall up. I don't know if she has a wall up and she will not break down that wall. I don't know. That's true, Neat Noodle. She's trying to protect her mom while keeping herself out of trouble. But here's the problem, right? And this is why it all boils down to Harley was put in a situation she never should have been put into, right? The person who's supposed to look after her the most is putting her in this position. I never would think Harley would do this on her own, right? Right. Ignorance is bliss with Harley. She's looking the other way. That doesn't excuse it. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm angry with it. But essentially, she was still a child. Her brain is not fully developed. Please keep that in mind. Her brain is not fully developed at this point. I'm not making excuses. And I hate that the trust between parent and child was violated. The trust between parent and child is violated because as a child, I feared my parents more than I feared police. My parents laid down the law, not police. Think about even raising your own child, right? You could say, hey, you could get in trouble. The policeman could come take you away. But if you take away their iPod, that is scarier, right? So I think in her mind, Letecia was the ultimate authority, kind of similar to kidnapped victims, right? They could be manipulated to the point where they are walking around freely and giving privileges and can escape, but they don't. They don't, because they have such a built up fear and fucked up relationship with their captor. And they don't, they could be walking past a policeman and all they have to do is say, help, I've been abducted, and they won't. Stockholm syndrome, yep. So it was a 17-year-old's head. She trusted her mom. I do not think her mom ever told her any portion of the truth. And I think she was ignorant and didn't question anything. And this is all she knows. Not making excuses. Just trying to understand.
Think of anything else at all we need to
Yes,
chat?
they
I
are.
appreciate you being honest. And I mean, some of the things I asked you, I already knew the answers to a little bit. I wanted to, not that I was trying to trick you. I just wanted to make sure that, we were having a an honest conversation. Okay. Will you hang tight for me just for a second? Okay. I just gotta check something on the phone real quick, and then we'll finish up.
So you're gonna go off to basic here pretty soon, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Big step. That's good. What made you choose the Air Force?
I don't know really.
Yeah.
My parents were kind of the ones that were just like, oh, I was good.
It's okay, Mandy. I respect everyone's opinions, and I understand this isn't a black and white situation. And so everyone has different feelings. I respect it.
It benefits. So.
It does.
Yeah.
Scott, this is just Ulta when Harley was shopping.
I know, Destiny.
I'm thinking about it.
If you're, I'm not sure. So he's holding you.
Hey, Edith.
The ruler, like when
He doesn't say I skip coaching. I'm saying there. I similar.
Yeah.
The thing that we every
bad way.
is I'm
not making use of her very often.
From Jade. That's why
He's
there was yelling, and the fact that
some ends are all.
everyone else,
Oh my goodness.
It's something like that, but it's the guy that I was telling you about in the beginning.
All right, I guess that's the end of it. So that was Harley's interview from the day that she was arrested. Hi, Stars Align. Now, it's okay. It's okay, Mandy girl. Like I said, you're very respectful in your opinions, and that's all I could ask. We can't all agree. Just be respectful. I'm just trying to understand. That's really kind of why I go through this, is I'm just trying to understand the different dynamics, the different personalities, why certain people make the decisions that they make. And so it's good to have a conversation. Now, the next interview we're going over is with Ken. Ken, hi, some golf girl, is Letecia's ex. We heard about Ken in the case files. He dated Letecia after Chance when Harley was young in 2010. The dynamics of their relationship are strange. And Letecia was very abusive. Megsy, Ken is Letecia's ex after Chance. Hi, Robin. And Letecia was very abusive in their relationship. And in the case files, it explained how almost a year passed when he last saw Letecia. And then the cops showed up at his door and he got arrested for abusing her when he hadn't seen her in a year. Now, they eventually got dropped. That's okay. Well, I will say this, JD Wells. I don't think that a proffer would have been signed if she didn't know something incriminating. Now, with that being said, her mother involved her in things unknowing to her, and there could have been something criminal charged against her, even without her realizing. So it could be something as simple as that, not full-on knowledge of what was taking place right in front of her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Nicole B. So this is Ken 2010 interview. Well, no, I'm sorry. Ken from 2010 and his interview. She had a proffer, Megsy. She signed a proffer. Hi, Elena. Yes, Teresa. Proffers are for those with some sort of culpability in exchange for testimony. Hold on, my thingy. Hi, Melly Lynn. Yeah, proffer does not equal immunity. Oh, hold on. Why did my thing do this? Hi, Deets. Hold on. Sorry, my... Why is it the wrong thing? Give me 1 second. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Hi, DJ. Good day. All right. So here is Ken. Okay. So see, he pulled up the case file and it says they spoke with Kenneth. Kenneth stated he met Letecia in 2010 while they were on a softball team together in Myrtle Beach. Kenneth said he and Letecia began dating each other within a few months of meeting and remained in a romantic relationship for approximately 6 months. Letecia and Harley moved in with him after they dated for approximately 4 months, and the relationship began to deteriorate between them. And the relationship ended 2 months after... Crap, I'm going to have to pull it for myself. Hold on. Let me grab this case file. Okay, here we go. Ken. Okay. No. Why does that always do that? Come on. Oh, Kenneth. What the Elmer Fudd? What the hell? Oh, okay. All right. Here it is. Pause. Hi, Cherokee girl. So, Kenneth stated Letecia and Harley moved in with him after they dated for approximately 4 months, but things quickly began to deteriorate between them, and the relationship ended 2 months later. Kenneth recalled Letecia often asked him to babysit Harley during their breakup so she could go on dates with other men. Kenneth said Letecia once snuck up on him and attacked him from behind, putting him into a chokehold and biting him on the back. Kenneth told me Letecia was charged criminally for the incident, but he did not know the outcome of the case. Kenneth said approximately 9 months after he and Letecia broke up, police officers arrested him at home for assault. Kenneth said the officer told him it was because he assaulted Letecia earlier that day. But Kenneth stated that he had not had any contact with her for approximately 9 months. The case was eventually dismissed. Kenneth said he could not remember most of the details regarding his relationship with Letecia because it had been so long since they dated, but remembered a time when he drove Letecia Harley and one of Harley's friends to Disneyland for a vacation. Kenneth recalled getting into a big argument with Letecia, which resulted in the vacation ending early. So that's this interview that we're going to be watching right now. Now, when he got arrested after not seeing Letecia for 9 months, I told you guys what I think happened. I think Letecia was probably dating a new guy. And she lied about something the same way she always does. And claimed that her ex came and maybe beat her up and this or that. And to the point where she had to go and file a freaking police report to prove she was serious. The same way she told Al Travis would abuse her, right? I think she had to lie to get out of the situation. And then they showed up and charged him. So let's listen to this phone call between Kenneth and law enforcement. On the date of this, March 18th, the day after finding Gannon. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, this is it.
Glenn with the Pasadena County Sheriff's Office. How you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I spoke to you, and you kind of told me your story that you had previously dated Letecia Stauch, and you might be willing to talk to us a little bit about your experience with that.
That is in fact true. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So what exactly would you like to know?
Just basically whatever it is that you experienced with her. I guess we could start from there, and then if I have any direct, more specific questions, we can elaborate if that works for you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd prefer specific questions, to be honest with you, because really the only thing that I would tell you is that I dated her and everything seemed fine in the early part of the relationship, and then not long into the relationship, I realized that she was nuts. And
I told you guys that is most likely what happened with Al. And Al says the same thing. In the beginning, she made herself appear like the best thing since sliced bread. She was great. And then very shortly after, that mask starts to slip. If you have previously dated Letecia, you may be entitled to compensation. You stop that, Nene. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Riley, for 5 months. So Harley was told on the stand that she wouldn't be prosecuted because of the statute of limitations. Why would she then need a proffer? I'm not sure. Am I sorry? My brain is processing because I remember that. But at the time that she signed the proffer, was that true? Was it the deciding factor to be what prosecution's witness or defense's witness? Proffer was before the statute? Yeah. You didn't, Teresa? We're going to be going over the trial highlights. Interesting.
Broke it off, and there was a chain of events, and I had to get out of that. I mean, she was
sure.
It was really not normal.
Yeah. What? So let's just start from the beginning.
I did mean to tell you guys that At about the 7-minute mark, well, it'll be a little less than that now because I edited his brother's name and his date of birth and stuff. But about the 6.5-ish mark, it gets real staticky, and it's not on me. It's on their end, but it eventually clears back up.
When did you first meet her, and when did you guys start dating?
I met her on a softball team that we were playing on together. I'd say, I guess maybe a few months into that, we started dating.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much the timeline that I recall.
Okay. Do you remember like a month, year, anything like that?
When that was, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, whew. I want to say around 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago. I can't give you exact month. I really don't know. To the best of my knowledge, I want to say summer.
Okay.
But I honestly, truly don't. I don't know.
Okay. How long did you guys? How long did you date?
I'd say on and off. I'm thinking around 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
On and off again. It was one of those sort of situations where the first couple of months seemed normal and cool, and then I realized she was crazy, and we broke it off. And then
she is the epitome of a toxic chick. And I know some people don't like when I say that, but if you can't admit that there are very toxic females out there, I mean, good for you, I guess, because you haven't experienced them. Some people don't like when I say that, but it's true. In my experience, it's very freaking true. And hold on, my screen went blank. Hi, Steffi. Thank you for 5 months of being a member. Hold on, I gotta have my screen back. One moment. Okay, it's back. Guess who's back? It is true. I mean, I think it's true, right, Alina? Toxic. I think it's true. There's more, not saying that there's not toxic men out there, but it's a different type of, not even Britney Spears type of toxic. Like, I'm talking about like shit. You bitches be crazy, lying about pregnancies and shit. I don't like it. But she's always been like this. Hi, Brandy. Yeah, she knew what she was doing, and she's still doing it behind bars. Abellis says that's a lesbian. I completely agree. Girls are crazy, are they not, Abellis? Chicks are crazy. You don't have to like, yeah, not all. Listen, I fall into the category of a woman also, but there are, yeah, I'm talking about bunny boiler toxic. You know what? It's manipulative. Girls are manipulative, man. That's my personal experience, okay? I had a few toxic girlfriends in my life, not towards me, but I see how they manipulate their boyfriends. It's like, shit, man, it's not a game, girl. Thank you, because that's what it is. Girls know, I feel like every girl knows how to manipulate. Now, whether they take advantage and use that manipulation is one thing or another, but I've seen some pretty bad manipulations from some pretty crazy bitches.
I'll give it another shot type of thing, and then yeah, had to end.
Okay. Did you guys live together? Did you live separately? Where were
yeah, separately but then together for a small period of time. At one time, she was it's kind of in a tough situation as far as living arrangements went.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she had a roommate that she didn't really like that much.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they saw eye to eye, and then I asked her and Harley to move in with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we broke it off, I basically, I said, you guys got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we did for a short period of time. I think around 2 months.
Okay.
That was when it got really, really crazy, and I realized what have I got myself into?
Sure.
Oh, look at those babies.
Okay. Where was that?
When we lived
She
together.
is horrible.
Yeah. Where did you guys? Maybe if you don't have an exact address, like at least the town, or if you remember the street.
Yeah, that was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That was in my house at the time. It was my house.
Okay.
And oh God, what was the address there? Shit, I don't remember, pal. It's been 10 years since I.
Time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's so long ago. Things are very vague to me.
No problem. Do you still live in Myrtle Beach?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. So you said basically, like, after she moved in with you, that's when you realized you felt like she was crazy. Can you describe that a little bit more in detail for me?
Yeah, I mean, I
Can you you reference her turning into a crazy bitch? Can you explain that crazy bitchness in a little bit more specificity and detail for me, please, sir? Sure. Yeah, sure I can.
Can you describe that a little bit more in detail for me?
yeah, I mean, to be fully honest, I suppose I really kind of felt that way and knew that before that, but you know, love is a twisted thing sometimes. It'll make you think along the lines of, heavy doses of forgiveness. And
sure.
Hell yes. And that's what I said with Al, not to excuse him, okay? But it makes you, when you have feelings for someone, love makes you crazy, man. It makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do. So Kenneth is detailing how he knew better. He knew better, and he should have cut it off a long time before that. But the power of the puss, we've talked about this before. That manipulation, all right? And then it's like, all right, maybe you didn't just slash my tires. All right, yeah, you're right. You know, like, let's just move on. That's the women have the ability to, like, do some sorcery type shit, all right? I don't know. POTP. It's bad. It's bad. But see, ask yourself why he knew better, but then look the other way. Now do that times like 100 times with Al, right? He got desensitized to her crazy and didn't take it as serious.
Before that, but love is a twisted thing sometimes. It'll make you think along the lines of, heavy doses of forgiveness. And,
sure.
I think I was probably in that mode where I already knew that this was a bad situation, right, and she was crazy, but I was like, yeah, maybe if we live together, it'll give us a better chance. And, so I guess.
What kind of rationale is that? Perhaps if we live under the same roof, shit will get better. Mr. Sir, if shit was crazy living apart, what the fuck happened in your mind? And what did Letecia do to manipulate your mind enough that you thought perhaps if Letecia moves in, it would get better? Okay? That's a big, big no.
No. Yes. No, sir. I mean, John, no.
Yeah, it never gets better when you have a kid. You don't trap people with having children, okay? It won't get better if you have a kid. And it ain't gonna get better if you move in with one another.
It was a bad situation and she was crazy, but I was like, yeah, maybe if we live together, it'll give us a better chance. And, so I suppose that's probably the mindset I had there to your question. But, yeah, so in during our breakup, as I remember, again, I may be a little off on this, but I remember that during our breakup, I had found out that she was seeing another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care about that because, I mean, we're broken up, right? You're a human being. I don't own you, so do what you want to do. But the worst part about it was, like, I would be asked to babysit Harley and then find out that she was on dates with other guys.
So after they broke up, Letecia, which again, take it in as a factor. Remember a little bit ago, and I said I take into account factors with Harley. A 17-year-old mind, her brain not fully developed, not excusing, again, just trying to understand better. I take this also as a factor. Her childhood. She was always raised by Letecia. She was moving in with guys that Letecia was dating after 6 months. Okay. Then after they broke up, Letecia would hit Kenneth up, yo, can you watch Harley? And he did. And then he finds out because Leticia's going out on dates with other guys. She would leave Harley with her ex of 6 months. So don't think of Harley at 17. Look at her as a young child going through this. And then maybe it could help understand why she makes the decisions and why she handles certain situations that she did at 17.
To babysit Harley, and then find out that she was on dates with other guys.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, come on. That's not fair.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of my reasoning was I liked Harley. Like, I felt like that kid needed, she didn't have the best situation, and I felt like I could provide her some positive adult experience. And
so what did Kenneth know at only dating for Letecia for 6 months about Harley that made him feel bad for Harley and really liked her as a child, to want to step up and help support her even while not dating her mom? A little bit of the truth probably, and God only knows what Letecia told him.
Be a positive role model into a young person's life where she really, to that point, didn't have much other than her mom. So, I think I probably, used a lot of that as fuel. But yeah. So then, what we, So, do you guys? Let's face it. I'm not stupid, neither are you. I'm sure you have her entire record. There was something on her record where I had to have her arrested because of assault.
Harley?
So that's So what happened was, I was in my driveway at my house. She was not there, and I was back to the road. And without realizing it, she snuck up on me and wrestled me to the ground from behind in a chokehold. Smashed my phone and bit me in the back.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
Boy, that escalated quickly. That really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
So he's standing in his driveway alone, back towards the road. Next thing he knows, Letecia jumps on his back, chokeholds him, and bit him like the animal she is. What the? All while she claims abuse from men, right?
She snuck up on me and wrestled me to the ground from behind in a chokehold. Smashed my phone and bit me in the back.
Jeez.
Like a bite, like a dog.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell? And so the phone was still working. I managed to be able to grab it. And I ran across the street to my neighbors, and I'm much faster than her. And during that time, I put my phone on record and went into my neighbor's house, and I was like, I just got attacked by my ex-girlfriend. And he's like, call police. So I did, and I went across. Long story short, because of everything that I had recorded on my phone during this incident, when the cops got there, prior to them getting there, she's begging me. She's like, they'll take both of us. They'll take both of us. And I'm like, well, I'll take my chances. You know, like,
yeah,
you're crazy, and I was assaulted. Me.
That's interesting that Letecia, he recorded Letecia, God only knows what was in that video, but she's trying to ration and manipulate him too. If you call for a DV, they will take both of us. And guess what? That's not false. A lot of times, if they can't determine who's the aggressor, and it's a he said, she said, and there's marks on both, they'll take you both. But he said, I'll take my chances. But what that tells me is, oh, this isn't your first run-in with the law, is it, Tisha? Now I know the answer to that. Spoiler alert, it isn't, right? Oh, well, this is what I circle back, Elena, to the toxic females. I have seen girls, and this is my experience. I've seen girls injure themselves after injuring men and then claim it was self-defense, okay? And so then the cops come, you got a he said, she said, both have injuries, we're taking you both. That's how it'll go. But she's had issues. Oh, I definitely believe she was, Chezzy. I believe she was. The best factor to determine future behavior is to look at past behavior. What's the likelihood that Letecia stopped this behavior she was exhibiting at 17 years old, in her 20s, and then, in her 30s she wasn't? Yeah, she was. Fuck yeah, she was.
Anyway, cops come and they listen to the recording, and of course they don't take me, they take her.
Sure.
And, so she went to jail, and then of course they released her, and I don't really know what happened after that, but a couple months after that, we hadn't seen each other in probably 90 days. I mean, the relationship was long over by this point. And I was just, at home by myself doing my own thing. And I get a knock on the door one night, and it's a police officer, and he says, I'm taking you in for assault. And I'm like, on who? Like, Letecia Hunt, or whatever the fuck it was at the time. And I'm like, okay. And when did this happen? He goes, today. And I'm like, dude, I haven't seen that girl in like 90 days.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll let the courts figure that out. And I'm like, this is bullshit. You guys are...
Wow. Now, I wonder why he says 90 days, yet the file says 9 months. I'm not sure about that. But either way, we're taking you in and arresting you for assaulting Letecia today when I have not seen her. I think Letecia told a lie to somebody else, and that maybe she was dating a new guy. She's like, she got caught doing something, claimed that her old boyfriend attacked her, like she claims in the future. And he's like, all right, then let's go down to the police station. Let's file a report. And she had to. That's what I think happened.
90 days.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll let the courts figure that out. And I'm like, this is bullshit. You guys are taking me in on a trumped up charge? Like, come on, I have the cleanest record there is. Like, I've never been in trouble. I'm a veteran. Like, I do the right thing in the world, and you're taking me in. And he's like, well, that's the law. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I get taken in. I hire an attorney when I get released the next morning. They do some digging. Judge throws the case out, but I end up finding out that she was sleeping with the cop. And apparently that was enough for him to take me in, and it was a false thing. And again, I don't know the end result. I never really did follow up. I honestly don't know how that all turned out. All I know is I was expunged and exonerated, and it is what it is.
Oh, that's what it is. She was dating a cop, and God only knows what she told that cop for him to, let's press charges. This is all she's ever known. And that's why when we watch her pretext calls and her interviews, I think she thought she could get away with it because she got away with everything. She got away with everything her entire life.
just crazy, dude. Like, I mean, there's crazy stuff going on there.
That's interesting. So that was the same cop that arrested you. Was the one she was?
As I heard, yes. Again,
Okay.
I don't. I was removed from that. Yeah, I don't know. As removed as I was from that world, to me, that's a piece of information that I can't validate.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I've heard.
Okay.
People want to talk, and people in town hear things, and and they're like, "Oh, she was sleeping with that cop," but I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to speculate on stuff like that.
Yeah, and how's it going to be proven? I don't know. Nor do I care, honestly.
Yeah.
I wanted the whole thing wiped out of my life, basically.
Sure. Absolutely. Do you have? I know this has probably been a while, but you don't have any of the documentation or anything like that, or case numbers or case reports.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. I said no. Yeah, I would love to be able to say I could help you, but I have nothing.
Do you know what agency did the investigations?
You mean as far as like which police department?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have a ton of departments here, so I guess Horry County. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Even my memory of the police officer at my door is vague.
Sure.
And so long. And you know how it is in life. Sometimes there's certain things that you just want to really wipe out of your memory.
Absolutely.
I think I've done a pretty good job of wiping a lot of that out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. Okay. So basically, just to recap, you guys, sometime around the possibly summer of 2010, you guys were on a softball team together, which is where you met. A few months down the road, you started dating, and your relationship lasted about 6 months. For about the last 2 months of that, you guys actually lived together, which is where things really fell apart. And around the time of that breakup is when she was arrested for assaulting you.
That was Travis, Becky.
Do I pretty much have the...
No, this is not Al. This is Kenneth, a guy she dated in 2010.
The general idea of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are as accurate as I can. Again, I have to apologize over and over. I'm not 100% sure that dates and times and all that stuff are lining up totally true. I wish I could have a better memory of it, but I just really don't. It's really a long time ago.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, did you guys date like over the holidays or anything like that? Is there anything? Do you remember?
Wow, that's a great question. Not a big holiday guy, honestly. Like, especially in the commercialized holiday aspect. I mean, I have a personal faith how I believe holidays should be, and
sure.
So I kind of tend not to go crazy. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I can't give you a valid answer to that.
No big deal. I was just maybe hoping to nail down a little bit better time, or to trying to find something that might help you remember those time frames a little bit better. So it's not the end of the world.
Well, I can tell you, something just kind of popped into my memory. We went on a trip to Disney.
Okay.
We took a little trip to Disney. It was hot as hell, so I'm guessing that was summer.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember, I think it had to be summer, or maybe early fall. I remember being hot as hell.
Mm-hmm. I
had got a vacation together for us, and me and her and Harley and one of Harley's friends drove to Florida. At the time at Disney. I think maybe a few days. I don't think we were there like a whole week. I think it was just a few days. Okay. I do remember now on that trip, one of the nights we were there, trying to think of what caused it, but she flipped out one night. And just lost her mind. And
Letecia did?
I'm taking your car and I'm driving home. You have to find I don't remember why that happened or what spurned that, but I do remember we had an argument there. I guess we squashed it because we got home and everything was fine. So all I remember is there was an argument. I don't remember much other than that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do remember us taking a trip to Disney.
Okay. Was that?
Can you imagine like bringing your child and her friend to Disney? That's an amazing trip. Awesome. But to be so toxic that you're getting in such a bad fight with your boyfriend that you have to leave early. Right, Elena. Like, how horrible. Like, but that's why Chezzy was like, narcissists just need the drama. When there isn't, they will make it. They need the drama.
That while you guys were living together?
Yeah, who played at Disney?
I don't think it was. No.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was because, that was like really late in the end. Yeah, no, I don't think we were living together at the time.
Okay.
Again, that's a 50% valid answer. I really just don't remember.
That's fine. So, okie doke. I think that's all the information I'm looking for. If you don't mind, I just need to get a little bit of basic information about you. Can I get your full name and your date of birth, please?
Kenneth.
Okay.
Shannon did love his sister very.
And you have I'm assuming it's a South Carolina driver's license?
I have a South Carolina valid driver's license, yes.
Okay, very good. All right, sir. I think that's all I have. If you have any other questions or if something comes to mind down the road or whatever, and you think it's important enough to share, feel free to reach out. My phone number is the one I called you with. It's my desk phone. It's anytime, or leave a message or whatever if you have any other questions or you think of something down the road.
One other thing I thought of that might help. So I'm not really sure of the time frame, but some years ago I remember getting a call from somebody, don't remember who, that Harley's dad had passed away. And I want to say he was like living in another state or something. I don't really know. I don't remember. But what's weird about that is not that part. It's just that for probably the next year and a half, I kept getting a call from an agency asking me if I knew Letecia Hunt. And at that point, I always would say, why? Like, first of all, I don't know how to read her. Second of all, that's a past thing for me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this girl in years. Why are you asking? Why do you have my number? Number one, why do you have my number? What are you calling me for? I can't help you. But,
Hey, Eric?
Yeah.
you got to stop calling because I don't know what to tell you.
Eric.
That's really interesting. Huh. I'm going to be pondering that for a bit because what did Letecia put Kenneth's name down for something? Harley's dad passes away, and for the next year, Kenneth was getting calls from an agency asking if that's going to be in my mind, and I'm going to be pondering on that.
Yeah. Check.
I know there was something redacted, but it's been some time since there's been any audio.
Oh, she already did. But there she is. Don't.
Lady every time. I finally said for a period of a year. Eventually, after this happening probably 8 or 10 times over a period of a year and a half, I finally said to the lady, same lady every time, I finally said to them, like, listen, lady, I am telling you right now, I don't know how to locate this person if I had a map.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I know nothing about her life. We're not friends on social media, anything like that.
You
I
do,
can't
Elena?
help you. That's a historical aspect of my life that I put behind me, thank God.
Yeah.
And she kind of got like rude with me, and eventually she stopped calling, and that was just strange and odd. I don't know why, how, or what. I guess they were just maybe, who knows? I don't know. It was just odd.
Do you remember, was it law enforcement that's trying to contact you, or?
Yeah.
Never stated that it was law enforcement. The only thing that I could pick up one time on it, in the background of one of the calls, I heard people talking, but never really got anything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They never really identified themselves. They would just always ask me if they could speak to Letecia Hunt. I'm like, this is not her number. This is my number. It's been my number for 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, pal. Or lady. It was actually a lady. Same lady every time. I don't know. But again, I've even mentioned that to my brother. I'm like, isn't it weird that they tried to find her? Like, it's just weird that I kept getting calls on trying to locate her. And I have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, you wipe things out of your memory and your past because you want to, because they were rough experiences. And for me, that was, a dark place in my life because I got involved with someone that was just, for lack of a better term, a fucking lunatic.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's always sat weird with me. It stopped, and, it hasn't happened in a long, long, long time.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm going to look into this more.
So it sounds more like she maybe gave out your number, or was using your number as a
yeah, I guess. It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be. How else? It's the only thing I could think of. The only summation that I could draw from this was, through our time together, at some point, maybe, who knows? Maybe she filled out a life insurance policy or something, and put me at, contact because we're in a relationship, and then, and then obviously that ended, and whoever had that information, they don't know that our relationship ended, I guess, and it is what it is. So. It's just always that kind of odd with me, but I just never knew much more about it. I just kept saying the same thing, like, listen, you guys are wasting your time. You're wasting my time, but whatever. You're wasting your time trying to ask me about a person that I couldn't tell you where, when, how, what. I know nothing about her life right now. I couldn't tell you a single thing.
Yeah.
And until this case went public, or when I started hearing about this case, I had no idea that she was married and living in, is it Colorado or California or
Colorado? Yeah.
Yeah, I had clueless, no idea. Moved on.
Interesting.
Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. Thank God.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time this morning, and appreciate the info. Like I said, you've got my number in case there's anything else that comes to mind, or I know it's been a long time and there's probably not much else that you remember about all that. But like I said, if something does come to mind, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll let you go, and hope you have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, no worries, pal. I do have one quick question, though. So the things that we've talked about, is this now going to be public? Like, in other words, I'm just guessing what you're asking me is not all of a sudden going to show up on the news, and I'm going to be, a historical piece of the situation where people say, in other words, am I all of a sudden going to be pasted all over this case as an ex-boyfriend? Because I really don't want to be public with this historical portion of my life. I, again, tried to eliminate it the best I can. If it's something helping you guys, with the case or law-wise and legally, I'm all about helping you guys.
Sure.
But I don't want to be thrown into a public mix where, you talk to a reporter tomorrow and say, hey, again, no, I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
This sucks. It does suck, and I feel bad because it's not his fault, right? You dated her in the past, but this is something we see all the time with these cases, and you can't control it. Once people, right, we got access to the case files, you could see everything. And obviously people are going to be super interested in Letecia's prior relationships, right? The best indicator for future behavior is past behavior. But it sucks because there's really nothing you can do to prevent that.
Yeah, I understand. That's a very valid concern, especially given the high-profile nature of this case. What I can tell you is this. I don't have a habit of talking to reporters. We have a public information officer, and all of our information gets funneled through her, and that's it. And really the only information that we put out to the media is, especially with a case like this, it's very, very limited. So your name is not going to be blasted all over the media or anything like that. I will document our conversation today. Just
when I was listening to this today, it won't be black.
Once, and that's saying that you dated her a long time ago, and you shared some of your experiences, and that's about it. Down the road, once we go to trial and the case, basically once the case is over, and if she's convicted or whatever the outcome of the case may be, down the road, those court records, or those, these, all of our reports and stuff will eventually become public record. But at that point, like I said, this is just a tiny little piece of our very, very large investigation.
And that's true. Kenneth was one page in the case files, which are 1,050 pages.
And so, I can't.
Yeah, and I'm probably one of a dozen guys that have dated her in the past or so. And
right, yeah, we've spoken to so many people, who've had interactions with her over her lifetime, basically. That, it's not going to be like, I don't anticipate our conversation being like being on a highlight reel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha.
So, down the road, every one of our cases ends up becoming public record just like your.
This recorded call was March 18th, so the day after they found Gannon.
Your guys' stuff with with her being arrested for assault and stuff.
Hey,
that's
Lena.
It's public record in that it's in a court document.
Sure.
Or it's a police report or something, so it can be requested. By through the Open Records Act. But outside of that, I'm going to type up a quick report. Say I talked to you on this day. You gave a little bit of insight into your experience with her 10 years ago. End of story. So
yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah, and I also understand that there's a possibility I might be subpoenaed. Who knows? I get it. Listen, I understand, and I support you guys in your mission 100%. I just wanted to clarify that I'm trying to stay away as much as possible because of experience is awful.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that 100%. So
I'd have to
I
look
say awful, but let's face it, we're as human beings, everything that we go through is a learning experience, and that taught me some valuable lessons about dating. I mean, when you see a red flag, you get off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, all right.
All right. Thanks.
You bet, man. You have a great rest of the day.
Yep. You too, sir. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so that was interesting, right? It's interesting. I haven't ever seen a photo, Roro, but I wouldn't pull it up, like, unless it was everywhere already. I'm not going to go seek to pull it up. I'm going to try to respect his privacy because it's not his fault, right? And everything, his first name was, no, we have a full name, actually. But I'm not going to go seek him out, It's just interesting to hear his story, his experience, and to know Letecia had the criminal charges at 17. She was always like this, like part of her was born like this. I'm curious if the other portion is from the society she was raised, her household she was raised, like the different factors of what makes a person become this, you know? Like it's very, very interesting. Yeah, about 6 months and then on and off stuff. Now there's a short call, yeah, pretty short call with Landon, but I'm not going to go over it because I know Bendy and Allie go live in 15 minutes, and there are some text messages that I wanted to go through. Some of the messages between Harley and Al that we know was Letecia. I want to go through those and this call with Landon, but we'll save that for tomorrow. So I know Bendy and Allie are going live on her channel in 15 minutes. So I'm going to drop the link for that. They're going to finish out June calls and then start the next batch of video visits. So we'll Jade raid over there. Here is the link. And so I'll see you guys over there, but then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll go over the Landon call and more text messages that we haven't gone over. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being members. Oh, wait, 1 second. I love the members only Monday live. Thank you all so much for all of the support. It's very much appreciated. This is our missing child for tonight's live. Her name is Zara's V. Walker. She has been missing since February 7th, 2002 out of Bloomington, Illinois. She is 2 years old. It believes that she may be in the company of her mom, Kimberly, but the mother's whereabouts are known, but Zara's aren't. So if you or anyone you know has information, please contact the Bloomington Police Department in Illinois at the number located in blue. Stuff. But thank you so much for all of you for being here. Very much. That link doesn't work, Roro, to Bendy's. I'll have to fix it if it doesn't. Hi, Snot Rocket. But I will see you guys over at Bendy's, and then I will see you guys back here tomorrow night. So thank you all for being here, and I will see you all soon.